Well, good morning. Thought I'd let you see my ugly face before I go view the road. There you go. This should allow all the women to love their husbands even more. And there's the fence, the famous fence at our apartment complex. Well, good morning to y'all. It's supposed to be 105 degrees in Sacramento, California today. That ought to be enough for everybody. Maybe we'll open our pool at our apartment complex, but I doubt it. Lived in apartments from this company for 4 years between two properties, and between those two properties, the pool has been open a total of 1 summer and a few days. That's the way it goes. Tenants have no rights. At least if I was a homeowner, I could possibly fix my own pool and open it up. Used to have one of those big 48-inch tall round plastic and metal pools. Wasn't too bad, a lot of fun, but the only thing was you had to buy a different pump, because the pump they gave you just was shit. And the best thing to do was run the pump through, make a fountain out of PVC pipe and allowed to aerate the water and keep it from getting too algae filled. Every so often you still have to drain the pool and clean it. So anywho, I'm gonna do DoorDash today. Today is, I think, the 5th, so our rent's due. So we'll put in our rent at 2:30, because after today it's a $75 fine. And the account, yeah, it's close to having enough money for it, but my son-in-law gets paid on Friday, and I'm gonna do a strong DoorDash day today because my daughter is not doing any of her respite care. She has 2 clients, a 15-year-old girl and a 4 or 5-year-old boy. They're both on the autism spectrum scale, so she gets along great with them. Really nice families, really good kids, and she's making $17 an hour, which I know doesn't seem like a lot in California, where the fast food workers make 20, but she likes the job. And if you go to work and you like your job, it's getting paid for not too painful. And doing fast food, I've done it, it is painful. I can't do it. I've got a hernia, and I've got a spiral fracture of my right leg, roller skating when my daughter was 5 and I was 50. And they never, when they put me under, they didn't really discuss it with me. They fixed the big bone. I think the big bone's called the fibula, but they didn't attach the top of the tibia. I don't know why, but I was in my 50s, and maybe he thought, well, he's an old man, he ain't gonna need that fixed. Well, I should have realized I was roller skating at the time and training racehorses at the time, but I did mention that to him. I'm still pretty active, I can't jog because that leg, every once in a while, it doesn't, without all the bones connected, it doesn't lift my toe of my right foot, so unless I really pay attention to what I'm doing, I stumble and go face plant. So, anyway, no big deal. I can walk. That's all that matters, right? And you break your leg in half, and they put you stick a steel rod in it. And, you get back together, and you can walk, and you can still work. That's all that matters. But I just, between the hernia and the leg, and I have sciatic nerve problems, I can't really stand an 8-hour shift at a fast food restaurant. Otherwise, I'd go and make $160 a day. But that's okay. I may try it out next fall when business slows down. But got a lot of daylight hours to work doing DoorDash. I don't like to drive at night as much because delivering to apartment complexes with broken sidewalks and routes pushing through parking lots, you end up hitting the ground face first. And I know how to fall. It doesn't hurt me too often, but if you're carrying people's soup or lasagna or something like that, or drinks, and you fall, and the customer gets kind of mad, or you end up having to go back and rebuy the meal, and I'm not really thinking that's a good idea. So I try to cram enough time. This week, my daughter has worked 2 shifts on Monday and 2 shifts on Tuesday. Her morning shifts are 9 to noon. Her afternoon shifts are 3:15 to 5:30. And I have to drive her both places because she has MS, and it's a little bit painful on her. So I take the days off from my work to do that, mainly because I want to secure with her income producing ability, because I'm leaving the country probably around January and going to the Dominican Republic to get married, as I've mentioned before. So anyways, that's why I deferred her. And my son-in-law, he works and has a decent job, but he works crappy hours. I work the 11 to 8 a.m. shift, 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. shift, and that's the hours he works. And he gets compensated for it, but it's still, you come home, you eat dinner really at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and then with a heavy meal and having been up all night, you're gonna fall asleep. No way around it. So, and then he wakes up about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and of course that's a lousy time to wake up. You just feel like crap. Like I said, I work that shift, so I know it. And stays awake for a little time, spend some time with my granddaughter, his baby, and his fiance. They're married yet. And then he goes back to bed at 7 o'clock and gets a few hours sleep before he has to go into work again. So I feel for him. It's a really tough shift. And he's been doing it for darn close to, I think, a year and a half now. So he's really paid the price. I was hoping to see him get him off of that night shift and back on day shift. But, if you find a decent manager on night shift, it's hard for you to want to take him and put him on day shift, because when everybody comes in the morning, if he's done a good job with his crew, the store runs smoothly. If you didn't have a good manager, he is a good manager, he's a hard worker. If you didn't have a good manager, your whole day's screwed up trying to catch up, doing something like you're supposed to do. So, anyway, he's a good guy. My daughter is a wonderful girl. Go visit her YouTube channel, YNA Entertainment. If you go to YNA Entertainment, she has a lot of songs she's singing. She uses the stage name Lux, L-U-X, and she's a really good engineer for voice, and she's a good singer too, but the engineering, like all recording artists, use a lot of work on their engineering to make their sound perfect. If you get a chance, go see her, YNA Entertainment, and or just Google YNA Lux.